Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. We have got a fun video today. This is a collab with Amanda over at Mom's Messy Kitchen. I love her channel. She has amazing content. So right now it's like so festive. I love it. She's like Mrs. Claus for real, and she has the best Christmas intro ever. I love it. But she contacted me a little while ago and she asked if I would do a collab with her, and of course I said yes. So we are doing a Christmas grocery haul and meal prep, but for me I'm going to be doing candy prep. When this video goes up, it will be our first little Christmas shindig, and so my grandma and I were in the kitchen and we got a bunch of candy stuff done that we needed to get done for her party. So you will see her in the kitchen. She did not want to show her face. She's shy, but you still see her hands in there. She's getting in there, and she's going to be showing you all a elf chow recipe. So delicious. She's been making it for years. I love it, and even though her face isn't in there, it's still special to me that you can see her hands. And so I'll have that memory to look back on forever. But I hope you enjoy this video. If you are new and coming over from Amanda's channel, hi, my name is Tamara. I'm a mother of one little boy and a wife. On my channel, you see a bunch of foodie content. What's for dinners, recipes, go out all the time, baking, cooking. In general, it's a lot of that here. I am a Southern comfort food mama. Food brings our family together, and so it's not a big healthy over here. Just your main Southern comfort food. So if you think you will enjoy anything like that, make sure that you subscribe and be a part of our YouTube family. We would love to have you. And if you have not heard of Amanda yet, which I don't know how, make sure you go over and check her out once you're done with my video. I will have her channel linked in the description box below, as well as her video. I cannot talk today. I'll have her video down there as well, so make sure y'all go over and check her out. Leave her a comment in her video. Let her know that I sent you. If you, like I said, if you have not heard of her, but she's amazing. If you love my channel, you will love her channel. She is awesome. She does amazing foodie content. Her what's for dinners are on point. So like I said, my grandma and I got some baking done. The grocery haul that you all will see in the beginning, there is not a total because I bought stuff separate. My grandma bought stuff, and so I filmed what was there, and then we just started baking after that. So I hope you enjoy this video, and let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, this is everything that we got. There will not be a total at the end since it was divided purchases, but I thought I would still hop on and show you what we bought for what we were making. And so we're gonna go ahead and start here. She bought a bunch of the Ghirardelli white chocolate chips. She loves these. These are always her go-to, this brand. Always her go-to for any baking chips that she needs. We got 2 bags of M&Ms. These are the Christmas ones. They're the green and the red. We've got some sweetened coconut. She picked up 2 bags of these roasted peanuts salted. We've got 2 bags of these itty bitty mini pretzels. We've seen these, and look how little that is. They're so cute. So we're gonna do, we're gonna put some in with a mix, and then the other ones we're just gonna dip individual and lay them out for chocolate dip pretzels. But they are so cute. We have got some butter. There's more butter in the fridge, but this I needed to be left out. I'm going to be making some more shortbread cookies. Y'all, I swear I love those to death. I made that video last week. It was absolutely delicious. I'll have it linked in the description box. So you need butter for that. Got 2 things of crackers. We have more in there, but we're just going to start with these 2 and see how many it makes. And then I've got some almond bark and some white chocolate. I got this at Hobby Lobby. It was on clearance for $1.99. So it's just plain like white chip chocolate, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We have got normally we do regular corn checks, but we've seen these vanilla ones, and that it's going to be so good in with the what we're making. So we picked up that. Got some wheat checks, and then I think actually these are just for Winston. We might use those in another recipe, maybe not. She may have just forgot to put those down in the pan. And then we have got some peanut butter. Got some Karo syrup. I needed powdered sugar. I bought a bag, but I've also got some that I'm going to use first. And then need some all-purpose flour. And then I got some granulated sugar. Let's see. I think that's everything right now for what we're going to make today. Tomorrow we will probably add some more things in, but it might be at my house instead of her house. We are over here in her kitchen baking today, so the scenery might be different in this video depending on where we make stuff. But this is everything so far, like I said, that I picked up and she picked up, and so we are going to be making some elf mix. We're going to be making some mounds, like, you know, the Almond Joy, but the mounds, I don't have the almonds. Luke really likes Luke likes the Almond Joys, the chocolate on it, and the filling, but he doesn't like the almonds. But then the mounds have the dark chocolate, and he doesn't like the dark chocolate. So I just make homemade, and I make him homemade ones without almonds, and then I just do it in the regular almond bark, and he really likes them. We're going to do dipped peanut butter Ritz crackers. We're going to do some chocolate pretzels, mini pretzels. And then I'm going to make 4 batches of shortbread cookies. So that will be, each batch is a stick. So I'm going to do 4 batches with what I have thawed out here. So let's go ahead and get baking. We are going to go ahead and get started on the coconut mounds. All you need is 3 simple ingredients. You need a 14-ounce bag of sweetened coconut. You need a can of sweetened condensed milk. And you also need some dipping chocolate of your choice. I chose the almond bark. First, I'm going to add in the whole bag of the coconut. Winston kept calling it shredded cheese, and I guess that's right. But he wanted to help me with this, and y'all know I always love him being in the kitchen. So you're just going to take and make sure that there are no lumps in your coconut. Make sure it's nice and loose and all broken apart. For the sweetened condensed milk, you're going to just kind of eyeball it. I had about half left over once I was done, but you just want to add a little bit, mix it, and add. You don't want it too runny, of course. You want to be able to work with it. So you're just going to kind of eyeball, keep adding until you think that the mixture is well combined. You all will see how it looks at the end before I ball them up. the consistency was perfect. I'm just going to scoop them out into little mounds. Remember, you are going to shape them. So I just kind of make sure that they're about all the same size. Normally I use my scoop, but I forgot it at home. So this ice cream scoop worked just as good. But I'm just going to keep scooping until all of the coconut mixture is gone, and then I'm going to pop them in the fridge, let them set a little bit, and then I will ball them up and pop them in the freezer. Now it is time to start the elf chow. My grandma has been making this for a few years, every year at Christmas. We actually got up to making 2 batches now. I think it started off with just 1, and over the years it's made it up to 2. But for each recipe, you're gonna need 3 cups of Cheerios, 3 cups of Chex. This is where we changed out the corn Chex to the vanilla Chex, and they were really good. Just a little extra touch of sweetness. Next is the 3 cups of wheat Chex. Then we added in 3 cups of pretzels. You can use regular size, but like I said, in the grocery haul portion, we found these itty bitty ones, and they're so cute. And they were the perfect size for this elf chow. Three cups of dry roasted salted peanuts. And then the whole bag of the holiday M&Ms. Lay you out some parchment paper or wax paper. This is perfect for it to dry on once you coat it in the chocolate. And then she melts 2.5 bags of the Ghirardelli chocolate, the white chocolate chips. You're just going to melt them in the microwave slowly until they're all melted. And once they're all melted, you will pour it into the mix, give it a good stir, and then you will lay it out on the parchment paper. And the thinner, the better. The thinner you can get the layer of mix, the better it dries, and the quicker you can get it in the packages. While the elf chow is drying, I'm going to go ahead and roll up my mounds. I try to make them in the shape like of the candy bar itself, but you can also just roll them in balls and dip them. It's just kind of personal preference, but I'm going to get those shaped, and then I'm going to pop them in the freezer. You want to keep them in the freezer until you are ready to dip. I checked them because we ended up having to leave and go get something, and by the time I come back, they still were just soft, perfect to dip. They were not too hard. So I don't think it really makes a difference in how long you leave these in the freezer, but I wouldn't leave them overnight. I would definitely try to do it within a couple hours so that coconut doesn't start to dry out. Now that the elf chow is dried, we're just going to break it up and we're going to put it in that big, it's actually a cake carrier from Sam's, and we just flipped it upside down, and so we'll put the lid on top of it. But this is a good size container, and it got that whole first batch in. So here's what it looks like up close. I'm telling y'all, this is so good, and you can alternate different ingredients. If there's other ones that you like, anything coated in chocolate is amazing. But now we're going to get started on the second batch. This batch, once we got it done and it dried, we ended up packaging it in these little containers because she likes to give it away to each family that comes for Christmas. So she got those containers from the Dollar Tree. They're really cute. They have cute festive designs on them. They've got some trees with some cute writing. Some had gingerbread and hot cocoa. The other had like a gingerbread house. They were all so cute. Dollar Tree had so many to pick from. So we just broke that up the same way as the last batch, but we just put them in the containers, filled the containers, and then once the containers were full, we folded the parchment down, put the lid on it, and then Grandma ended up wrapping them in pretty bows, and they were so cute, and they're ready for her Christmas party. I was able to get 3 batches of the shortbread cookies baked and cooled completely, and now all I have to do is ice them. But I have a whole video on this, so I will leave it in the description box below so you all can go check it out. These cookies are amazing, so buttery and delicious. I baked some, like I said, a couple weeks ago, and y'all, they went fast. They went fast. That's why I wanted to do 4 batches. Forgot to turn on the camera for while we were dipping, but we got everything coated in either white chocolate or dark chocolate, or it has a drizzle. Those are the coconut mounds. Grandma and I called them poop. It looked like little like reindeer poop. But everything dipped really well. We ended up getting everything done that we wanted to for that day. But here is everything. We have got 3 batches of shortbread. We have got the Ritz crackers with peanut butter dipped in chocolate. Y'all, these are my all-time favorite. So good. And then there is the coconut mounds. And we were running out of chocolate, so we weren't able to dip each individual pretzel down in the chocolate. So we just coated them. We added a little bit and coated and added till all the chocolate was gone. But it ended up making quite a bit of the chocolate pretzels, which is always a favorite of mine, and Winston loves those. But this was such a fun day getting to shop and bake in the kitchen with my grandma. This is a memory that I will have in a video that I will be able to look back on. But this is everything. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Please comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to go over and check out Amanda if you have not heard of her before. But I'll see y'all later. Bye guys.